So before going to the next thing, I would like to know about you. How did you end up becoming humanist coach, and what that led you from IT field, being a person at that, to this coach, and how was your journey? Just let us know about that.
Thank you so much for asking. So primarily, I started my journey after my engineering directly into corporate world. I love being in corporate. It is my my life, my soul. I just
Okay.
want to, keep growing, achieving more and gaining power through that, getting credibility, being an authoritative person. So these things are my go-getters. So these are like my life. So with that aspiration, I started with being a fresher in one of the great MNCs, and then started moving on through the journey step by step. Lot of learnings, lot of struggles, especially at work and home. Balancing and. It's not about balancing. I can't even talk about balancing because all these things I have learned through pain. How to balance is like after a struggle we come to know, okay, what is right and what is wrong. And then I have a daughter also. She's in her 10th grade now. So lot of things, right? Like as a single child, I don't know how much she had gone through, me being a career oriented person. So I've never been with my family, to be very frank. So slowly I learned the importance of family, importance of attitude. Basically, whatever I do, I started understanding. I think after my 10 years of corporate life, where I started learning from a lot of leaders, great leaders, that it's a blessing to have wonderful team, very, very poignant leaders who can help us show the journey, right? Always, when the student is ready, the guru will come. So
Absolutely.
that's how it has been all my life. So I have seen great leaders who have shown me the path of leading a beautiful family life, as well taking care of professional life in a better way. And for all these, what they just guided me is, it is not about the skill. The
Mm.
skill can be learned today. You have so many things where it's all open learning, right? You don't need to mug up anything today. It's not a rote learning. It's not about some kind of even it can be a creative learning, but everything is available today. It's an information and knowledge in it that we are living, right? So everything is available everywhere. But how much am I first looking at myself to
Yes.
upskill myself? So I felt, for all along my 17 years, I have been a very good performer, a great achiever, right? Outdoing myself. Every 2 years, I used to get promotions. It is not easy at all. Yeah. So it is like I have to put my effort. I have to, because all my peers will be male.
Oh,
So it's a
yes.
kind of alpha male with an alpha female. So it was like that. So I have to bring up my masculine abilities to action, and I did it with passion. It was not like, it was not a force. I love doing it. And with that came a lot of these attitudes of arrogance, ego, you know
Okay.
because you're talking about a corporate world where people will be so selfish, so egoistic, and that unrealistic expectations, they will put it on the team. So these are the main factors that you can't let it go in corporate world. Okay, it's very hard. And with all those challenges, when I see back, I said, I think I've really stood out. I've done an outstanding job in not just competing with them, but dominating them.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Good.
it was not easy, but I did not know that I was dominating. But some characters that I instilled because of this journey was a lot of arrogance, lot of ego, lot of selfish attitude, always
Okay.
putting me to front. You
Okay.
understand, right? So corporate
Yeah,
is all
absolutely,
about
absolutely.
all these things. Only when you have these characters, can I was thinking, okay, why have I become this? Because my when my character changes, all my environment will get affected, right? It is
Yes.
just not at the professional background. It is like everywhere this is going to get affected. So that is when, after my 12 years, like when I started understanding me as a person, suddenly one day struck me that who am I becoming? Where am I going with this? It was in a position, like you said, the relationship with my husband, I started losing. With my daughter, I started losing. With my peers, I started losing. With my own boss, I started losing. So
Yes.
then I found out again a self transformation, like what you said. I'm an ardent prayerful person. Like I believe in my prayers. I really know that this is not the person I want to be. At least that thought I had in mind. If that is also eradicated, I don't know what I would have become. But in my 12 years, which is a critical part of my journey, I realized that this is not the person I want to become. And I could not go on, but I really loved that work and the journey, so I did not want to stop it also. So I paused a bit for my own self, on my self transformation, to understand what I want to become from this mundaneness of corporate life. What is it that I want to become? Then I started looking at a lot of spiritual aspects. I'm a meditator myself. For more than 20 years I have been meditating.
Wow.
So maybe this meditation is what had put me realize and help me in my self transformation, to know, at least maybe it has given some balance to me, that okay, this is not the person I am, because some instinct should come from your heart that this is not the person you are. Only then you will start thinking, right, to transform. So that instinct came one day. I'm so thankful to God that that instinct came me, and it pushed me like anything, that this is not the person. Then I started looking at how all I have behaved, not about the skill. Then I understood, no, it was not the skill, right? No, it was not even the mindset I was able to inculcate. What is the corporate mindset? What is my professional mindset? I was able to do it, because mindset you can definitely learn. Beyond that was how I was dealing with every problem, how I was looking at every issue, how I was looking at every person in my life. That is where I started looking at becoming humble first. Becoming humble as a practice was very hard, because first I need to understand the gap, right? How much of ego I had with respect to how much of humbleness I want to become. What is the level of gratitude that I need to have with every person in my life who has tolerated me so long? They never left me. It was me who I am losing them, basically. They are still there. They are waiting for me. But even my team members, everybody knows both sides of me, how much I can help them and how much I was arrogant. So when they gave a good feedback, I was not even grateful to that. So then I started realizing the importance of, self-reflection, introspection, observation of where I am and what I want to become. Then I started putting my habits into place. Consciously talking, like through words, what all words I should talk, what all words I should never use. Level of affirmations, very positive affirmations for myself, which can help in my environment, positive environment. Not losing anybody, importance of relationships, not only at office, at my family, at various planes of life, right? My friends, I lost many friends. So I regained all these through a lot of self-reflection. And my attitude is the biggest thing I wanted to work on. My attitude, my intent, my purpose to things. So even before this call, I gave a strong intent to myself that, I'm having an open conversation with you. Okay, a very, very happy conversation, a peaceful conversation where we are able to relate to each other, resonate with our values, and definitely help somebody through this. So that intent is very important to me, because that intent mattered a lot. If a negative intent is given, that is what happens, right? Like you said about lows, when there is a happy cycle, so many people feel that, oh, that sad cycle is going to come. When you think of that, it happens. Actually, that intent is so powerful, but people don't realize that intent. People feel, oh, this is a cycle, and when they give power to that thought, that actually becomes an action. So, but to realize it is not easy, right? And self-realization is again not at all easy. Unless somebody is going to tell you that you're wrong, it was not very easy at all for me. So I started looking at my leaders as my mentors. I really felt the need of mentor. Because I could not, how much you can push yourself every day in your life. Then I felt, no, somebody should handhold me. Somebody should make me accountable, for my actions.